It's al-Orq time! Hello, and welcome back once again to Crusader Kings III as we continue the al-Orq Dynasty campaign. I wanted to start this episode off zoomed out so you can see the entire world map as it currently stands, and while I do my intro and sort of recap from the last episode, you guys can take in all the details that you see here. Most interestingly, we have the Empire, the High Kingdom of Siberia, which is pretty cool. So yeah, it looks like there's some stuff going on here over in more East Asia. So yeah, some interesting stuff. But yeah, last episode, we did not really make a whole lot of progress in the sense of conquest and expansion. And actually, it turns out I was wrong. Really quick, I'm going to zoom back in so you can see we did, in fact, do a little bit of expanding, though not by ourselves. It was our vassals. Because if you recall, I think it was this county right here that used to be held by the Arabian Empire and has since been taken over by Ruhollah. So he kind of took matters into his own hands and took some territory of his own. And then also, it looks like Mukhtar did take Baghdad from the Abbasid Emirate here, because I noticed that their land is split basically in half here, which is pretty cool. So yeah, hell yeah to our vassals kind of doing their thing, but I'll zoom back out there. Unfortunately, not everything worked out in our favor. We, of course, failed in our assassination attempt against Mahmud here, and we will not be able to attempt anything like that again for 7 years. So we've got quite a bit of time to wait. There's a chance that he might die before then. At the moment, he's feeling fine, but he's not got any other bonuses that will boost his chances of survival, whereas for us, we are 5 years younger than him, and we will definitely look into getting some of those extra health bonuses ourselves. But I think the biggest thing that we did do was go on our Majesty tour, and so we, kind of went through the central parts of our country here, and in doing so, we became exalted among men and increased almost 2 full levels of splendor for our house. We're nearly reputable at this point. And so, because we've gathered all this prestige here, we have just about everything that we need to actually continue expanding. However, a couple things I want to point out. I was doing some stuff off camera just to see, if I could set anything up ahead of time, and Shabazz here was willing to join us diplomatically. So we're going to see him do that as soon as I hit unpause. And there were a couple other things that I did. I think I had some prisoners that I kind of dealt with. No, that doesn't look like it. I don't quite remember. It was a little while ago. But either way, I've done some stuff off camera to kind of help set us up for today. And check it out. We have 32.3 gold per month as our income, which is just utterly incredible, especially given that we are only of a kingdom tier. This is the type of stuff that you typically expect with imperial titles, but we have got quite a stable and strong bit of territory here for ourselves. So, I'm going to let the game kind of play for a little bit. Yes, we did arrest Zernishan here because she denied us her fealty and her pledge of allegiance and all that stuff. So we're going to go ahead and just ransom her off for 50 gold, just get a little extra money there. And we formed, a couple of internal alliances. One, of course, with our heir, who is, yes, that's another thing that happened last episode, is that our primary heir has died, Shahryar III, and in his place, Kodadad is our new heir here, and so we are his guardian. He's got the bossy trait, and we've got him set up for the stewardship education. So let us now continue here. So this is an event we've seen many times, and this guy, he's okay. I could just tell him to leave, or I can have him join. I'll just have him leave, or sorry, join us. Why not? There's really no harm in doing so. And I think because we're 49 years old, I think what I'm going to have Vahid do is go on his Hajj. Now, I'm not going to read out the events that I did in the last time that we did that when we were playing as Faraz the Second, but all the same, we are a Muslim character, and any time we have an opportunity to go on Hajj, I think we should absolutely take it. So these I'm just going to kind of speed through and not really worry too much. And actually, let me take off the mercenary guards. And I'm just going to adjust the route here. So can we just go this way instead? There we go, just bypass that dangerous county altogether. So, cool. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that, and then I think I want to have as pious, well, let me see, ceremonial. We are not a super religious... Well, actually, I guess we are a super religious character. We are a devoted servant, and we have the money to throw around. So let's just go ahead and do the max pomp for this, and we'll make back all that money as we go along. Now, while Vahid is going on Hajj, we will, of course, start to attack some of our neighbors and take some territory for ourselves. Now, why can we... Oh, we can't declare war until we're done with that. Interesting. I didn't realize that even if we're not commanding our armies themselves, we're not allowed to declare war. Okay. That's... I don't know if that's always been the case or if that was a new sort of rule that they added in recent patches. Okay, so here in the quietness of the Sawara roadside, overwhelming sense of peace and tranquility wash over me. So this time, I'm just going to kind of click through this. We've seen most of these events all together, but, you know, I might still read out a couple of them. Out here late at night, I sometimes look to the stars and wonder, what is our purpose in life? Can Allah even see me this far from home? What am I doing all this for? I could say it is my sacred duty, of course, and that gives us 10% extra piety. What I could say is what I truly want is to enjoy and experience other cultures. That would just get us personal scheme success chance or a theatrical pilgrimage. Yeah, let's just do the sacred duty. Might as well get the piety boost there. Okay, Beastly Omen. We've seen this, follow him, and it did not work out. Apparently we had a bad omen, so that just increases our stress gain for a little while. And we just gained some martial experience for passing through some territory. Okay, well, let's get this scheme started. This is the person that we decided to murder, and there we go. We lost some stress there. Okay, and then Roadside Shrine. Yeah, we've seen this here. We could donate some stuff. There's really nothing that says we wouldn't do any of these except for the one here that says don't mind if I do. So yeah, we'll spare something. So like I said, I'm just going to kind of just speed through this, not really pay too much attention to it. We just spare some coins for a poor beggar. Yeah, go get a real job, earn your keep. Oh, I said no, now scram. Yeah, go away. We're not the most pious character. We're not generous like our father was. And it looks like Hormuz used this hook to become our steward. I suppose that's fine. At least he's got a decent skill at it, so I'm not, like, super upset about that. Also, he's, you know, that's only going to last for as long as we're playing as this character, so... The Empires of Yesteryear. Yes, we've seen this before. And I think, let me see, Godly Contemplation or Imperial Contemplation. I want to see what this offers. I forget. Title creation cost. Either one would be a good choice. Let's go for the Imperial Contemplation, because if we're gonna form additional titles, well, I don't know if we're actually going to do that. So let's just do the pious one. And we did in fact get the open-minded perk there, so that further increased our piety per month. Very nice. So it looks like Kurush is going to be our new marshal here, because our last one just died. Oh, and he was also our Master of the Hunt. So let me go ahead and reappoint that position to perhaps somebody else. Timur here would be excellent in that. Go for it. Get in there, my friend. Master of the Horse. Let's put Manushir in. I think we're making enough money at this point that we can start adding in some additional roles within our court. Not all of these are super useful. Bodyguard. I suppose I could have one bodyguard here just in case something happens. You never know. And then I'll put Abd al-Ghafur here as our personal champion. So that decreases our dread decay and increases our overall prestige per month. Okay, love thy neighbor. There's a man who preaches... Okay, so we've seen this. This guy hates people of other faiths. And I could say sympathy to heathens. Domain taxes from people of other faiths. That would actually help us. Or we could get additional levies. And I think levies might actually be more useful here. We have disdain for other faiths for 10 years. Okay, the Ihram. I'm going to say, yep, it's not like anyone won't know if I slip up. We do lose some piety there, unfortunately, but it is what it is. So I think here, let's pray for something more substantial. And my hope is that we get the either the prestige-oriented or wealth-oriented. So let's see. We get prestige-oriented. Okay, I'll actually take that. 7.5 per month is pretty good, because that's about as high as we've seen it. My next task is to walk. Yep, meticulous 7 laps. So yeah, just speed running the Hajj here. You know, Vahid doesn't super care as much. We're already at the level 2 of the piousness. Very nice. And it looks like Xustru is scheming against Merwan, our acclaimed knight. Throw him in jail. He's got some money. We can make some off of him. And let's see. We don't have the money to spend for all of the camels here, so I'm going to say 1 camel should be plenty. There we are. We're almost at level 3 there. Alright, and we're going to shave off all of our hair, just because that gives us an insane bonus towards our piousness, or piety. And there we go. So we got the level 3 one. I think that was what we got last time as well. Mecca, it has been an honor, and we gained some additional legitimacy there. We're actually getting very close to level 4. Very nice. So now we're on our return trip, and we've become a paragon of virtue. The last tier here is religious icons, so ironically we might actually end up getting there, just depending on how things go. And it looks like we just had a hostile faction get disbanded. It looks like a whole bunch of them just got made and disappeared immediately. It said that we had a court event, but I don't see it, so I'm gonna just ignore that. Okay, dissolution faction has been disbanded, and we just had our tower houses built. So there's not really a whole lot else we can do to further expand our own holdings, but we could construct a new one. Looks like the only one we're allowed to do is a temple, at least with the money that we have. But I think I would rather get another castle, because that makes our capital that much harder to siege down, if that was something that ever came to pass. Alright, the traveling troupe. We're welcomed by a troupe of entertainers. There are puppet shows, dancing, and song. My daughter Asfane seems to enjoy the music and is delightfully enthralled by one gesture in particular. The man is an extraordinary performer, juggling several instruments in between playing them. And I suppose we could hire him as our court jester. He's got an excellent aptitude for it. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, let's bring him on, and his salary will be half as much as it normally would. Because we got him through the events. Alright, let's do this event here, and then I'll look at the inspiration. So, we're just gonna, let's see, well, ask Nawar to tell me another story. Do we become friends with her? I don't know. We'll take a look. So she wants to make a cabinet. Her skill is merely decent. How much would she be? For only having a decent skill, I think we can do better than that. So, yeah, this guy, Ismat, apparently is trying to dissolve our entire country here, so we're gonna murder him. You know, oh, hang on a second. Ha! His wife apparently just hates his guts, so we would be doing the world a favor by removing this horrible guy from the world. Alright, so yeah, this we just looked at. We got another stewardship perk, and we're going to get professional workforce, so that decreases the building construction time. And I think the last perk I'm going to get here with the stewardship education is centralization, and then afterwards I'm going to switch over to learning, and I probably want to try to have my character live as long as possible, because there are some really nice bonuses here. If nothing else, I want to get Know Thyself, so that way I would be more aware of when I might end up dying, because it tells you that you're going to die, you know, within a year if you have that perk. Now, somehow, I don't even know how this happened. This might have been through an event when Vahid was a kid, but we got the Open-Minded perk, which is interesting, because as you can see, it's like partway through the Scholar tree. So, never seen that before, but that's kind of cool. But yeah, we're going to get one more perk in Stewardship, and then we'll switch over to Learning, because I want to outlast the Seljuks. So Asfana has come of age. Wonderful. And she's become a mastermind philosopher and has the herbalist trait. So she is just really great. When Busir dies, which should be relatively soon, I guess, she might take over as our next court physician. Very talented overall. They grow up fast. Alright. Oh, wow. Okay. I apparently just completely manifested that because Busir has died. Alright, so we need a new court chaplain, and Ismat we're targeting, so we're not going to put him in. Reza, look at that skill there. Although Kavus, the healer, has the same learning skill, and he's going to live for much longer. He already loves us. Yeah, get in there. Holy crap. But so, let me go ahead and assign our daughter as our personal physician. She's got a good aptitude that's only going to grow as time goes on. You know, she's just started her career. And so, Kaikus has killed Busir. Oh, wow. So this is why he died. The timing just could not have been, you know, better for that. So I suppose we're going to... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to imprison this guy. Who is this? My acclaimed knight? A treacherous villain? Well, I suppose if nothing else, he is acting according to his character traits there. And this person keeps asking us for money, and I'm going to keep saying no. We're going to torture Kaikus here because he killed our court physician. Alright, so whatever. That was what he decided for himself. And apparently, we can start a legend. Very, very cool. Guardian of the Ashari Holy Site. So... I've not really messed with the Legends mechanics too much, but from what I've seen from other people's series, it's like okay. It increases your overall legitimacy as your story gets spread throughout the land, but it is really, really expensive, and to be perfectly honest, I think we have much better things that we could use our money on, so I'm not gonna bother. So let's go ahead and get somebody to replace Busir as one of our tax collectors, and Manushir looks like would be pretty good in that role. So it would be nice to start a legend, but I think if we're going to make a legend out of anything, there's probably better candidates there. Alright, and let's see, does he get the lunatic trait? No, that is what it is. Okay, so we're going to ransom him. Zusru. That's right, yeah, he was in our prison. Let's go ahead and get him out of there for 50 gold. So, language barrier. Fortunately, I am fluent in Arabic. Alright. Pungent Prodigy. What is this? As we pass through the... Oh, okay. We have... Oh, wait. Hang on a second. We've not seen this event before. As we pass through the camel farms of Saimara, a pungent odor assaults our senses. The camels, vital as they are, produce a stench that permeates every corner. Suddenly, one of our horses bolts away into the distance, seemingly terrified of the smell. "Apologies, my lord," the farmer exclaims. "I will let you choose one of the finest camels to make up for your loss." So, could say the most majestic one, could say the sturdiest one, travel safety up by 5, the fastest, that's speed, or I could just take his money. And I think I'm just going to take his money. I really don't need the rest of this. Alright, he just put himself into debt, and Lord knows he'll never be able to pay it off in short order. Since leaving home a year ago, I've seen highs and lows, reveled in the wind blowing through my hair, or, you know, lack thereof until now, and lamented the rocks in my boots. There are so many places, so many things I have yet to see. Out there, on the open road, I feel free of the confinement of court, if only for a little while. The roads are full of pilgrims and wanderers. Perhaps it is among them that I will find peace of mind. So we got the traveler trait. Cool. I'll take it. That was, you know, something very common within this campaign when we were adventurers, but adventurers we are no longer. So Umayya is scheming against Merwan. Everyone just hates Merwan for some reason. Our acclaimed knight, maybe they're jealous. Would not be surprising, but let the traitor be known to all there. Alright, cool. We got some additional experience in the Wanderer trait, and we are home. So, there we are. Regency has ended, and, we could found a holy order. Yeah, I suppose we do have everything that we need there. So, let's see here. Yeah, more factions just keep popping up and disbanding. Founded Holy Order for 5 years. I think we do this, guys. You know, it is most of our money here, but you know, it makes sense that it would work out that way. What could we do though? Where is this going to pop up? Tal Afrin. Oh, all the way over here. So this is going to be their headquarters. Okay. Is there another place we could do that instead? Somewhere a little bit closer to home. Let's see. Kasran. Oh, we have to choose it through here. Okay. Yeah, Kasran. Let's go ahead and just do it much, much closer to home. And we're going to found a holy order there, guys. The Muhajiddin of Kasran. So they've already got... they start out with a troop count of 1066. That feels very funny, just, you know, knowing your history there. But that's going to continue to grow. And because we were the ones who founded it, if we ever do a holy war against the hostile or evil faith, they are free to hire, whereas anyone else is going to have to pay for them. So there are a lot of benefits to doing that. And also, it is an achievement, although it is one that I already have. Okay, so this scheme is ready to go. I'm just going to go ahead and do it there, and he has died. So with that being said, ooh, this person has entered our territory. Coward the Strong. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. He's got 3 sons, it looks like, and so with only having the duchy tier, we'll definitely have to do something about that. But for now, we're not going to do his claims. Conquer the county. There we go. So seizing the Vilaya is the cheapest. Looks like his armies were already raised. Is he... Oh, he's in a war right now where he's the defender. Or she's the defender. Okay. Well, too bad for them. I'm going to swoop right in and take their land myself. Alright, here we go. It's been a little while since we've done some warfare, and we're still just making an insane amount of money despite the fact that we are in a conflict. That is that Hairgel trait, guys. Very, very powerful. Alright, so this is going to be very fast. All of these I'm just going to kind of speed through. We're going to make a lot of money as this goes on, and I hope to expand as much as we possibly can. And, you know, getting extra prestige will certainly suit our purposes in that respect. Alright, we got her daughter, so can we make some money off of her in a ransom? Yes, let's do that, and just enforce our demands. Perfect. Moving right along. I don't like the fact that this guy is... Oh, right, our armies are raised. Oh, and that's right, we are in another war here, because these guys... these guys started one against the person we just conquered. So we'll go ahead and sail on over to them. They should not be very difficult to deal with. And we got a bird sighting. Okay, we might actually do a hunt, potentially. The Masonic Dealings. A guild of stonemasons has established itself in Sif-i-Umara. Having dedicated craftsmen in my personal service could help the region flourish. So let me see, where is this specifically? So that's where we just conquered, okay. And so I could say I can strike a deal with them. We're more likely to be scammed than we are to make a deal with them, because we don't have the highest stewardship there. I could say, why would I need their help when I have serfs? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that, because I'm not really going to be investing in that county too much myself. It'll be whoever takes over after us. Alright, so yeah, we're just going to siege this guy's territory down. Very, very easy conflict. There we go, already over, and he's going to give us some money, and we gain some piety and prestige for doing so. Alright, what is this? Accept the invitation for the hunt. Actually, yeah, if someone is just going to invite us, why not? Now, I do wonder if this is going to prevent us from doing another war. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so that's interesting. I guess that must have been something that they added with a relatively recent update. And we just got... Holy crap, there's just so much going on here. Alright, so we finally got our armored horsemen. So I'm going to destroy this regiment of IR and instead get these guys. They're very, very expensive, but look at this. Look at their stats, guys. I mean, they're just absolutely insane. Plains and drylands, I mean, that's, you know, primarily what we see. And even though they get the damage penalty in hills, you know, minus 20, that's off of 118, which can only, you know, improve further as we go along. So very expensive to make them stronger, and also they are a smaller regiment than some of the others, so that you only get them 50 at a time, but it is so worth it to have them, because I've used them many times before, and, you know, we've also seen how powerful they can be. We're going to keep declining her offers to, you know, ask us for money. Fuck off. I don't care. Nighttime Serenade. Let's see. Under the starlit sky of Abtah, the camp is treated to an unexpected performance. My champion Abd al-Ghafur surprises everyone with a soulful melody, his voice echoing with praise for my caravan master Ali Baba. Ali Baba listens intently, visibly flustered. As the song ends, a silent acknowledgement passes between them. Ooh, are they catching feelings for one another? Alright, so I could say, if there's something going on between those two, I will find out. This guy would increase his diplomacy and prestige. I could say, can you teach me how to play? Or I could say, what a beautiful melody. We lose some stress there. Do we have any stress? No. So, I'm actually kind of curious. Can he teach me to play? No, we didn't learn anything. We are not a musically minded person. And looks like our sister Soraya just died of old age, or died from her wounds. Ah, she became flagellant, so she essentially brought about her own demise, unfortunately. And what the hell is this? So foggy. My wife, Adilia, confronts my courtier Taliba, accusingly holding a treasured amulet. You thief, this was my mother's. Okay. You are both children, hand it over. I could just say that and get 225 gold. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take their money there. I don't care if they don't like us. It's fine. And another inspired person. He wants to make scale armor. If I didn't already have a set of armor, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, I did repair, as it was getting close to breaking, that cost 350 gold, just for reference there. Yeah, so if I didn't already have a set of armor, I would, but, you know, it's not necessary. Okay, we're going to do this hunt here. I'm just going to kind of speed through a lot of it. Okay. With their hounds, let's get out there. Oh, what is this? Just as my vassal Vali Javid started to dismount, legs still dangling from the saddle, my brazen vassal Peroz made sure to bump into his horse, sending him tumbling to the ground. I'm going to say that is no way for a Vali to act. Otherwise, I could chastise him here, or, you know, make him taste the belt. Yeah, let's mediate. We're here to just have fun. I'm not really in the role of king, necessarily. My falconry skills would impress. Oh, okay, so this is actually a falconry hunt. Very cool. We're not wearing the proper gear here. We need some gloves, my guy, but whatever. Hussein of Erbil has been admiring my bird since we first parted for a hunt, and I can hardly blame him. Such a magnificent and beautiful beast it is. We near a small river, rich and busy, with fish of generous size, and I feel this is the perfect opportunity to show what my hawk can do. 71% chance of success there. Let's see if it works. And it looks like it did. Our hawk grabbed a fish. Very nice. So, Saba's game master signaled the party to hush. We have arrived at the release spot. From our vantage point, we can see several tawny pheasants strutting about the spiny scrub ahead. The beaters will soon be in position, ready to spook the game to flight. The party halts as we prepare to remove our birds' hoods and set them, one by one, to their sport. Okay. I watch excitedly as my hawk identifies a target and takes wing from its watch, soaring high into the air. The pheasants are none the wiser as my hawk scans the ground from high above. Time and again, my hawk swoops in for a kill, but misses, retreats, or only grazes its target. After hours of attempts, the game have all but disappeared, the hawk is near exhausted, and the light is fading. So, the hunt has failed. The falconry ones are generally far less likely to succeed. And Khosrau, he's pretty good. Let's bring him on, and we gained the hunter trait. Very nice. Oops, I clicked off of that without meaning to, yet again. Oops. Oh, I suppose we're done. Tomb Raiders. Yes, we've seen this many, many times. We're going to punish the destitute there. Gain some extra piety. So Kamran is our prisoner. He's got no money. Let's go ahead and execute him. There we go. For doing some horrible things within our territory. An unusual encounter. Wow, this is an event we saw at the very beginning of the campaign. Okay, let's follow the child. This time it's a girl, Hamdan, and 70% chance that we find a treasure. I could say, girl, you must learn to respect your betters. No, let's go for the treasure. And we found, whoa, okay. What is this? Branch of the Sacred Cypress of Kashmar, an illustrious pedestal item. Okay, so this is something for our court. Cool, we finally have a court artifact we can put on display. So if we fulfill the requirements... So it's piety up, court grandeur bonus up, reduction to temple building cost, and holdings as well. Okay, and zealot vassal opinion up. So not the greatest, but hey, it's something. We have a thing. Trodden path. No nonsense. I will take over as guide, and we are competent in that role. We gain more wander experience. Very nice. Okay, a ransom here, 10 gold. Sure. And another 10 gold there. If they are willing to pay, they can, why not? Get another one there. Okay, very nice. More payments we can demand, apparently. They're not ready to give us money. Okay, fantastic. So, we are done with that hunt. Let's not waste any more time. I think I'm gonna grab this. It's only 98 prestige, so very, very simple. This is going to be an extremely easy conflict, and we really should only need our men-at-arms. Alright, there we are. So, does he have any friends? Not that it really matters. Yeah, he does have them, but they are an irrelevant factor. Okay, very nice. And so they're going to try to attack us. They went to C just to do that. What is this? Faribors was trying to murder Merwan. Wow, literally everyone just wants to kill him for some reason. Okay. Another perk for the stewardship lifestyle. Fantastic. So that's going to be 0.3 dev growth in our capital for the rest of our life. And so now, let's switch on over to a scholarship focus, because that increases our learning by 3, development growth by 15%, and we definitely want to get as many perks from here while we can. We are already 53 years old, so time is going to pass by quite quickly. How is Mahmud doing? So he's expanding north, unfortunately, but he is in poor health, and he still doesn't have a kingdom title. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing, because his subjects should theoretically hate him for holding that many duchy titles. It's the reason why I haven't really been too keen on making too many of them myself. Alright, domestic disputes. Munawar bursts into my room, fuming like a pot at boil. The heat coming off her is slightly intimidating, and also kind of hot. This is unacceptable, the way ugh! Adelia is such a swine. Alright, Munawar motions furiously with her arms. Can't you do something? It is clear that something has gone down. I need to read carefully. I can say, I've only ever heard her say nice things about you, and, well, it looks like it'd be a positive result regardless, okay? I could say, she did say something about your hair, and that would be basically the same thing. Everything can be solved with communication. I can say, Munawar, calm down, talk to her. I really don't care, solve it. Let's go ahead and do this just because we have the option due to our diplomacy skill there. And they have gained a friendship, or at least they're closer to one. Overworked tax collector, so this is Aden. Let's, handle your taxes efficiently. 460 gold for, where are these guys? Oh, these people. Okay, wow. Yeah, 460 gold. If you're going to give me that much money and put yourself into that much debt, yeah, I'll take it. Why not? Good God, guys. Everyone is just giving us money upon money. They recognize the threat that we pose, and rightly so. And apparently these guys did manage their siege there, but I did want to get the county started so I can get the ticking war score here. Alright, but we are going to just go ahead and kick their asses. Oh, stop it! Oh, this is why I don't like playing on speed 5 when I'm at war, because I make silly mistakes like that. Alright, but this should be a really, really easy fight. We have a good amount of commanders and knights there. Lead to gold. So this is a learning event, so I'll read this out. The transmutation of lead to gold has long been the dream of alchemists across the world. Though many have attempted such a feat, nobody is known to have succeeded. Despite this, I have come across some notes written in the margins of a book about plants. They claim that one can create golden rain by boiling lead sugar in a filtered solution of seaweed ash. Could such a thing be possible? So let's investigate it. Because generally speaking, if you're successful, you will just get a perk from it. The first reagent I need to obtain is lead sugar, an ingredient used to sweeten wines. I could find a supplier to import what I need, though it would be expensive. Alternatively, I can cheaply manufacture my own by burning metallic lead and dissolving the ashes in vinegar. 230 gold? I mean, we clearly have as much as we need for that. And let me go ahead and give up that territory that we gained recently. Right here, actually, the one that we're sieging right back from the enemy. So, Huzu, let's give that to somebody else. Well, I can't do it while we're sieging it down, apparently. Let's just go ahead and get this taken back for ourselves. The second reagent I need to obtain is seaweed. A lot of seaweed. 100 drams, shredded and then dried. Where can I get such a substantial amount? Demand a seaweed tax from my subjects. Only 150 prestige for that. Or I could say I can just use my lead to sweeten wines instead. No, let's just spend the prestige there. Okay? Very nice. And I recognize the anxious look on my servant's face. She is here to bring me bad news. My lord, you must come quickly. Your vassal, Kambiz, was just seen leaving the chambers of your vassal, Reza. Alright, so we exposed a relationship there. At last, I have all the necessary reagents to produce the golden rain. Golden rain, golden rain. The lead sugar is safely stored in waterproof casks. The cords of dried seaweed are stacked in the furnace, ready to burn. Will this be my magnum opus? Begin the experiments. Do we succeed? After mixing the lead sugar into the solution, it suddenly turned a vibrant yellow. I had a moment of worry when the mixture became clear after boiling, but once it cooled back down, I saw small, golden-colored crystals form in my flask. Upon examination, I can tell these crystals are not true gold, as they are translucent. However, it is possible that this reaction is one of the fabled 12 vital processes needed to create gold. So we got a learning lifestyle book. We got 235 gold and 350 prestige, so that was very much worth our time. And the first perk I'm actually going to get is scientific, because that increases our culture fascination progress, and that's something I forgot to do when we got our arch saddles. So what would be the best choice here? Manneralism. Yes, I think, well, that one is already being kind of passively researched and will be done so in 22 years. So I think I might just let that one go in the background, while we might go for the burrs. Horseshoes increases army movement speed, and household soldiers would increase our max arms regiment size and the number that we can have. So that might actually be the best choice here. And it looks like these two will be roughly researched at about the same time. So I doubt we're going to live that long. It just kind of depends, although anything is possible. So we'll just have to wait and see. Okay. So we'll have to, I guess we can cross this straight. Ooh, let's wait here at the straight crossing, because it is, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got the defender bonus there, naturally, and these guys are just going to be recently disembarked, so we're going to destroy them too. Murad is showing us fealty. That's more prestige and renown. Court Grandeur level 6. How is our Court Grandeur doing, by the way, compared to others? We're now 6th in the world, so we're only behind Maharaja Permandi the Gracious, Maharaja Boja III, King Vinius Silvertongue of Lithuania, Maharaja Birpal of the Lahurid Kingdom, and Basilius Nikolaus of the Byzantines. Okay, so looks like they're kind of figuring their stuff out, but they're still just constantly facing warfare, guys. And it looks like the Holy Roman Empire is going in on them there. Very interesting. Okay, they're not having a good time. Thankfully, none of those major powers are attacking us. Alright, so there we go. We've just completely destroyed their military. And let's just kind of wander around until we're ready to move on. There's not a whole lot to do, really. Can get that guy to give us some gold. And I suppose I can just kind of try this siege here. They're not going to do it before us, right? Yeah, not even close. So we might get some additional gold. I'll let this finish out before I end the war. There we go. A lesson in charity. So this is for our heir, Kodadad. So let's see. Generous, like our father. Could be fickle, or he could be arrogant. Generous would be alright. Yeah, let's just kind of keep him as that. I didn't mind playing as a generous character, and considering the amount of income we have, it's not too bad. Alright, so we're going to grant this. I forgot to do that there, so we were losing some income. And we already have our next perk there. Okay, anatomical studies. Yes, let's go down the whole of body traits super quick. We're going to go straight for know thyself, I think. Yes. And then we'll go down Iron Constitution, and so we'll just kind of make as much progress with this as we can. Although, getting Pedagogy here, yes, that's gonna be my next one, actually. We need as much skill for our children, for our heir as possible, since we are directly raising him. Okay, let's not waste any time, guys. We're gonna go right in here. A Holy War for the Duchy. It's 520 Piety, otherwise it'd be 1638. Prestige. Clearly, one of those options is way better than the other. So, we'll see if any Azraki people join us, or join them against us, is what I was trying to say. Look at that, 30.6 gold. Just crazy, guys. Just utterly crazy. Alright, so, we're being raided. Oh, that's right, because we have people in our lands that are Norse. I totally didn't even think that was going to be a thing to happen. Can I murder this guy? Let's go ahead and murder this guy. Get the Norse out of here. Let's see, acceptance. So not a whole lot of people that are super talented. There we go. We can do this. One of his concubines is going to join us, and our acclaimed knight. Good. That brought it up to where I want it to be. Cool. And there we go. Should be a success. We'll see if it is. Oh, hello, there it is. So Mahmud II and also, yeah, Kemal have now split their realm. Their father has died in his sleep. Okay, at the age of 59. We have outlived our enemy here. So we'll have to definitely go in on those guys next. I think that's going to be the play. We'll get these. This is only 3 counties, unfortunately, but they are large counties. So, you know, every little bit helps. These guys don't have any friends, do they? No one important. No one relevant. Oh, and I should have increased the size of our guys here, and we can't station them anywhere because they're currently raised, so we'll do that before the next war. How is the siege doing here? 4 months versus 6 months? If I station the besiegers, what does that leave us with? 658 soldiers and our siege weapons? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we'll bring just our primary retinue of soldiers here. I'll bring the speed down, at least until we get closer. Court grandeur has decreased, whatever. Noid here. Yeah, he's good. He's a good knight. Join us. And apparently Munawar is just going through some stuff right now and staking it out on us. Not too fair, I suppose, but I'm not going to let it slide. And we've had another son with now, this is Adelia. This is actually our first child with her. And unfortunately, he did not gain that trait for the robustness. He's not Amazonian or Herculean as it would be called for him. All right, so let's go ahead and knock these guys out super quick. Fantastic. All right, yeah, so we're being raided. It's really not much we can do about that. Okay. Oh, look at that. War is already over, and I'm not going to waste any time, guys. Oh, well, actually, wait a second. Yeah, I'm not going to waste time. Let's just go ahead and take that. Just, you know, expand further and further. Look at that. We're getting larger and larger. We are nearly at half of the amount of counties that we need for our stuff. So we're going to expand our army. Oh, we need to do that separately there. Okay. So now, you know what? Let's take out these dudes here. And before I do, I'm going to declare on Mahmud II and conquer this part of the territory there. Ooh. Piety is what that costs. Damn. Why is it so expensive? From your realm size. Oh, so that's because. Why? Lasting impact from the Iranian Intermezzo and our house Unity. Okay. That's unfortunate. There's nothing else that's cheaper. They're all the same, so we can't actually do that. So instead, why not just murder him? First things... Well, actually, yeah. So first things first, let's get these raiders out of our territory. Thankfully, they did not capture anyone, because that would have been a massive problem, especially if it had been us or potentially one of our family members. So let's go ahead and knock these guys out. Take whatever gold they stole from us right back. And we're going to have to definitely increase some control here, because that was decreased due to the raiding, unfortunately. Looks like we have some ransoms here. 50 gold for this guy. Yep. And then that was a battle. Okay. We'll just get rid of that. Okay. Cool. So this battle, very, very easy, although we're taking far more casualties than I expected, but we've recovered the raid loot there. So we can put these guys down as soon as our enemies are far enough away. Right, there we go. Disband all. So from that, then let's go ahead and launch this scheme here for Jarl Olafur. And he died. Fantastic. So now who's in charge? This dude. Okay, well, his stuff is in disarray. Looks like he's being attacked by Khazari. Khazari's actually kind of been making some inroads here in the Caucasus. Not a big fan of that, if I'm being honest. But I suppose, let's do this. We're going to start 2 murder schemes simultaneously against both of these guys, because they are each other's heirs, and I do not want them to have children before they die. So let's contribution. Okay, so his wife hates him. Hilarious. Let's get as many people on their side to act against him as possible. Yeah, everybody hates him because they have that short reign penalty, and it will definitely affect people's chances of acceptance. Cool. So these are essentially guaranteed to succeed unless we roll on that one, literally, because it's a 5% chance of failure there. Okay. So then, yeah, look at that. We already start at an incredible amount of success chance. Explore the drylands yourself. Alright. We're going to launch these kind of simultaneously, because I want to just see what happens with their lands. I think that'd be really fun. So, another poem written by Nazila here. Let's say... Yeah, the poem is mocked, we got some prestige there, and we didn't have to insult her. Okay, moving on. It's moving slow. There it is. So, okay, another secret. We just exposed, and we lost a little bit of house unity as a result. Another sighting for game. Not that I really care. Alright. I think I'll wait this one extra scheme phase just so we get up to that 95% there. And unworthy peasants. So arrogant is what it defaulted to this time. Otherwise we could be compassionate or callous. So arrogant could be fun. Generous and arrogant though, those two don't really work well together. So let's see. I don't like playing as compassionate characters though. So yeah, we'll be arrogant. That's fine. Oh, and apparently our grandson is gay. Cool. Good for him. All right. Let's go ahead and execute these at the same time. All right. So Kamal has died and Mahmud has died. So what does that leave us with? All right. So now their territory is technically reunited here, but it's under the control of a 1-year-old who's losing money, and yeah, this is going to fall apart very, very fast. So, for the time being, let's go ahead and focus our attention this way. Can't do the Holy War, but we can do the Conquer, Casus Belli there. So we're going to do it that way. So yeah, and as you can see, things are already starting to fall apart for them. Got 2 counts that are doing their thing. So we have successfully basically just dissolve this land. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Look at all these different counts that they have under their control. So it's going to be fun to watch how that develops there. Okay, fantastic. Onwards we move, guys. We're not going to slow down at all. So I think the play is to go down here to Keys and then to Panjgur. And this will bring us right back to, where we kind of started off. This is all the way back in episode 2. So once again, for the 3rd time, we've kind of come full circle almost, which is fun. I like when stuff like that happens. We have another inspiration here. A book about medicine. Actually, yes, I will accept that. She's very competent. That's going to increase learning lifestyle experience. So if it turns out to be good. And my benevolent physician, Asfana, is a true healer, always ready with some suitable remedy or poultice at the first murmurings of a courtier's mildest malady. Her talents almost seem wasted, stretched as she is in treating the demanding denizens of the entire Persian court. So I could say I could do with some closer attention, and that increases our disease resistance and stress loss by a little bit. Focus your efforts on my son, okay, my wife, or Ardawan. Okay, let's go ahead, and I'm going to have some closer attention myself. For 10 years, that will last until we're 65, so, we could very well live to see that age, or we could die by then. It all just kind of depends. Alright, we need to start giving out some territory here, so we'll do Hormuz first, since that was the one that was giving us that penalty. And we're going to continue. Oh, children lack guardians. Alright, let's get all these guys set up. So our granddaughter, she's going down learning, and so I'm going to set her up with our daughter here. Just going to keep all of the education within our family. And our son here is also going down the learning trait, so yeah, both of those two are going to learn and study from her. That makes the most amount of sense to me. As for Azadeh here, our granddaughter, and that's Delaram's mother, or Delaram's child. Okay, so this was, yeah. Alright, fair enough. Our future sister, I guess. And I suppose Vali here will be a good choice. Lots of learning characters, which is cool. I suppose that makes sense, because the Persian culture is more likely to see pensive characters. So, yeah, we're just going to set all those guys up there, and let's move on. Now that we don't have to worry about that. Anything else I need to pay attention to? Yes, let's get that internal alliance there. Get a little bit of extra gold, and yeah, Corchester Farouk. No. Okay. Alright, keep going, guys. This is we're just gonna steamroll all of these guys. We have as much prestige as basically we could ask for our purposes. And look at that, we got some gold, extra prestige, and more renown. We're almost a reputable family. Very, very cool. My beneficiary Nastikso has the nerve of summoning me to her wretched and foul-smelling room. My lord, progress is coming along, but if I had some more parts, some human materials, I could create something truly mind-blowing. I need the person alive, at least at first. As Nastikso finishes her request, my gaze lands on the crimson-stained tools and ripped-off fingernails strewn across her table. Wow. Quite an extreme approach here. Here, some coin to abduct a few peasants, and levy reinforcement rate in our capital down for 15 years. That's a pretty nasty debuff there. I could instead try doing it here in Damgan. This isn't... Okay, so this is not in our territory. This is actually in our neighbor's territory. The border isn't far. Kidnap some foreign peasants there. Yes. We'll do that instead. We're not going to, mess with our own people. We'll mess with others. All right, there we go. Let's get the pedagogy perk there, and that's going to increase our ward's skills just a little bit more. Okay. So these guys are trying to siege down our territory here. Looks like they're going towards Recon. And yeah, we're losing opinion and income there. So we'll just grant it out to random people. It's not a problem right now. Where else? Oh, it's down here, of course. Of course. Persian culture. Get this out of here. And Bint as well. Balok. No, let's keep it Persian. Keep everything Persian here. Still increasing control, still increasing development. Do we have any counties we need to convert? Yes, these guys. We're going to get everyone praying our way. The right way, from our perspective, of course. Okay, and looks like Reshavna, daughter of... Oh, so our son's wife, our son Valid. And so Vahid, yeah, why not? Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and knock their army out, since they're just going to be stomping around, and I don't need that. A new translation. This is another learning event. I've seen this many times before on other... Whoa! Why is... What? Why did... Huh? I don't understand what just happened there. It says she's no longer our physician, but she is still our physician. But we lost that close attention there. Ooh. We are in poor health. That is not particularly good. Our heir is only 11 years old, so there's a very good chance, guys, that we might play as a child for the first time in this campaign. But here, we'll find out. More than anything, my quest to be a learned man is teaching me how much I do not yet know. What more, there must be so much knowledge that has been lost to the ages as books fall apart or languages are forgotten. Perhaps I could contribute by making a new translation of one of the classic works. Although, what would I even translate? So... I could say the categories, defining all subjects and predicates, the most famous of the Vedas, the Upanishads. Yeah, why not? Defining all subjects and predicates. We're generally a very well-rounded character, so that makes the most amount of sense to me. So this is our next inspiration event. I can hear my beneficiary Nastikso muttering to herself from across the hall. I need something great, something epic to make my creation stand out from the uninspired masses. But what? Just what? When her spirited eyes meet mine, she breaks out into a huge smile and waves to me. My lord, what an amazing idea. Just perfect. What do you think of adding your family's motto to your commission? Yes, we're going to do that. Initial renown, and that increased our level of splendor to reputable. So now we have a new border here, guys. The next level is going to be well known, and that will require 3,000 renown altogether. But because we now have the reputable level, so that this means that anyone born into this family has 400 prestige automatically. Marrying into the dynasty gets 300, and we get a maximum plus 25 long reign opinion. So that's all good stuff there. Okay, so we knocked out those guys, and so since we're right next to this county here in this castle, we'll go ahead and take that one. So the constant effort to translate the categories is tiring. The relentless focus, understanding, and creativity required drains me as I move ever closer to its completion. So we'll take the stress and we'll improve the translation quality significantly. We'll see how that goes. A specific phrase from the categories has been frustrating my translation efforts for days. I have even started muttering it to myself sometimes. Still struggling with that one, are you? My ulama hefts a weighty old tome. One simply needs to know where to look. So, I could have him help us out. 50% chance it improves it significantly, or just slightly. And yeah, we'll do that. What do we get? I'm not entirely sure. Didn't really tell me. It looks like our wife, yeah, Shahara is pregnant once again, so this might be our last child. Shadow over Artistan. Ooh, that's right within... that's right next to us. Is there a plague now? Oh no, the Mafazan fever. Okay, this is not good. We're going to summon a physician, guys. So let's see, is our daughter going to be able to do anything about this? Early prevention. The dim flickering light of Asfana's infirmary illuminates the scene as the physician lays out a plan of attack. Alright, so let's go for... So she's got 20 learning, she's an herbalist and a mastermind philosopher. I suppose, let's go for desperate measures. This is right next to our capital, guys. There's a lot of bad stuff that could happen here. So let's see. It was a failure. Damn it. Okay, we're going to chastise her. So, plague resistance minus 45 and a reduction to our holding taxes. And that decreased the development growth of Mafaza. Alright, that will not happen again. War is over, so I'll just go ahead and enforce that while I look at this event here. Inspiration up late. Time disappears in Stixo's study, drinking arak as we excitedly discuss the book she is writing for me. Am I imagining things, or is there an indescribable tension? She's waiting in anticipation. The hour has grown late when my writer puts down her quill, takes a deep quaff from her goblet, and smiles at me knowingly. Is she... There can be no doubt of her intentions. I can barely contain myself as I sweep her desk aside. So, we don't have a choice here. We have become her lover. Okay, so, you know, in our waning years, I suppose, you know, Vahid felt like he still needed to get it up with as many women as possible, as awful as that is to say. But, you know, sometimes in these times, and this, well, unfortunately, even today, you see stuff like that happen. Okay, so... With that being said, where is... Oof. Looks like they're still facing that plague there. How is that looking? Let's see. So it's a minor plague. It is typhus, so unfortunately that is rather, you know, dangerous. But we'll see how it develops. Yeah, so it started here in Mafaza. Okay, so I suppose what we should do then, as loath as I am to... Let me see... This keeps flip-flopping, because sometimes it says, oh, it's okay if you're a rightful ruler, and sometimes it wants you to be a true ruler. I don't understand how this works, and it doesn't seem to be working as intended, guys. If you guys have any insight into that, I would appreciate any information you can provide. Okay. I've been ignoring the battles here, but looks like Hadi II here has gained another kill, and that was his first one of note. Okay, so Kashan, Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and give Kashan away. I've been holding on to this one for a while, but I think it's time to give it up to somebody else, just so that we stop having those penalties there. Okay, so not a whole lot else to do in this episode. I think I'll just go ahead and grant these out just now. Ooh, Ahmad Shapurzada. So this is... Okay, our cousin. Distant cousin. Let's go ahead and give that out to our cousin here, giving some of our family members additional territory. Okay, just give something here to Morad, and then Sanij here we'll just give to some random person, just to get us underneath that holding limit. And we are now above our vassal limit of 45, unfortunately. So we're gonna now have to start making some dukes in order for people to not hate us as much. Okay, so I'll have to figure that out in the next episode. I'm not super concerned about it just yet, but take a look, guys. We have now reached the eastern edges of what's considered de jure territory for the Persian Empire. And so I think this is an excellent place for us to stop and end today's episode. So thank you all so much for watching Crusader Kings 3 here. If you guys are watching this on release date, I do want to make a minor announcement, and that going forward, I'm actually going to start uploading some videos for my next series, and just kind of start trickling in between that series, the new one, and this one. These uploads will not stop. I still fully intend on finishing this campaign and seeing it through to its completion, but just know that I'm going to start uploading some additional videos so that you might have something else to check out. Alright, if you liked the video, I would really appreciate a like, comment, a subscription if you've not done so already, and also sharing this series and my channel with anyone who you think might be interested in watching it. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy and have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.